everyone. Thank you guys for jumping back into the cryptoverse. I just need to get this set up really quick. Hold on a second. All right. How's it going, everyone? We are at 43.7. Now the 20 weeks going to vary depending on what exchange you use. On this index, it currently has it at 43,830. Okay, so we've come to within about $50, right? So here the battle is, the battle we've discussed. It's time to see if it's time for Bitcoin to get above it, or if we get rejected. All right, so we'll keep a close eye on this. You know, this is 3 strong weeks here. We had 11.5%, 12.5%, so far about 10%. We still have a couple days though, right? We still have a couple days for the week, so we'll see where we end the week. Let's see if we make it, right? I mean, we got to get above it. That's the second to last step, right? Get above it. And then the final step is going back down and test it, ideally. The first step would be getting above it. Right now, the 20-week SMA, again, is at 40, it's 43.8K, okay? 43,829 or so. Now, it will depend on what you're using. If, for instance, we go look at, let's say, Bitstamp, it has it at 43,828. If we go to Coinbase, you guys get the idea. It's going to vary. That's 43,828 as well. So it's more or less 43,830. Okay, that is a line in the sand. Probably the most important line in the sand, honestly, at this stage. And we've been playing in the sandbox forever at this point. And I know a lot of people are tired of playing in the damn sandbox. But this is what differentiates the sandbox to, the rest of the playground, I guess. But this is a line in the sand. So again, we're about a couple $100 away at this point. We'll see if we can break through. Let me go look at it on the minute time frame so we can keep a closer eye on it. Let's zoom in. Okay, so 43,830. Let's go to like 829 or 828. So right there, that's the line in the sand that we would like to wash away. We need a little bit more to do it. But you can see that we've basically been testing it for a few minutes here. We were range bound here at around 43.3, 43.4. We finally broke through it. Now we're up right below it, right? One more push will get us above it. Ethereum is approaching 3K. So, keep an eye on that. Obviously, we have the whole Senate stuff going on. Not the best time, of course. Dust in the 20-week. We need all the help we can get here. But let's see if we make it. Let's see. Someone said I took some profits because there's another chair. Yeah, I mean, I guess directly it doesn't affect Bitcoin, but it sort of does indirectly because, there are times when Ethereum sort of drags Bitcoin up with it. You could argue that it indirectly affects Bitcoin, even if the legislation in and of itself is not directly geared towards Bitcoin. I mean, ideally they would just put get it correct, put it in a way that makes sense to begin with, rather than having to deal with some nonsense. All right, we just put in a new local high here. 43,794. See if we can make it. Yeah, well, I mean, this is the main test, right? We've prepared for this for a while. We know what's on the line. We know what's on the line. We got to get above it. We don't have to get above it today. I mean, it could be tomorrow. It could be 2 months from now. But we got to get above it. If we don't, if we ultimately just continue to fail, then it's not good. Now, I'm of the opinion that we will get above it, right? I'm of the opinion that we will ultimately get above it. Whether that happens today or not is irrelevant. If in my opinion, if it's not today, it's either going to be, soon or in a couple months or in a few months, right? So I think it's somewhat irrelevant. Let's just see if we can do it today. We are relatively close now. We are at putting in our new local top is at 43,794.27. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens if we can get above it. Is it going to quickly go up? Like, is it just going to go straight to 47K or something? Yeah, I put another chair there because we need a little bit extra help. Ben's definitely not a 90s band. Yes, I am. All right, we are putting in, we just hit 43.8, so we are slowly climbing. Oh, it's a pretty near our house. Oh, we did it. There we are. All right, we just had a wick above it. So technically speaking, we went above the 20 week. Now we need to go above it more than that, hopefully. I mean, a wick is certainly nothing to get overexcited about, but I mean, hey, we just went above it. Bitcoin proved that it still had it in it. 43,816. And we went up to 43,874. 43,874. All right, let's see. What's Ethereum doing? Ethereum's still below 3K, so Ethereum's at 29.67. We need to keep an eye on these. I would say that the main case that the bears are relying on is to not get above it, right? That's what they're relying on. So, I mean, hopefully we can prove them wrong either, today or sometime soon. But that's what they're relying on, in that we won't get above it and then we won't hold it as support. So now we are, we just put another wick above it. We just went up to a slightly higher plot price, I believe, 43,874.27. So we're still trying to push through. I think I got disconnected for a minute. I guess I'm back. I think I'm back. I don't know. It says excellent connection. All right, we're above the 20 week. We're now at 43.9. So let's see if we can continue to give ourselves a little bit of wiggle room. Oh, we probably need a chimney. Where am I based? I'm in the United States. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if they get their, get their stuff together for the in the Senate and fix the legislation wording so that it's not so bad for proof of stake. Yeah, that would be nice. Let's see, Ethereum is now at 2980. All right, so we are pushing close to 3K. Ether Bitcoin's at 0.0678. The Bitcoin dominance is still just below 47%. So, I mean, obviously all eyes are on Bitcoin right now. The rest of the market is sort of, it's going to be completely dependent on what Bitcoin does here. Yeah, I mean, someone says, why is FUD like this bill not taking the market? Well, I think there's a couple of reasons. First of all, the news often doesn't matter, right? It's just when things are moving up and are bullish, people don't care about bad news. And when things that are moving down, they don't care about good news. But I think the other reason is because it hasn't happened yet, right? I mean, it's just like, it could change by the time it's actually, it actually comes to. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's not final. It's, it's more of a, I don't want to say by the rumor, but like it's one of those things where we just don't know until they actually vote on it and we figure out what's going on. Like it's too early to say at this point. Am I gone again? I think my well, I guess I can't really stay on because my internet connection isn't doing so great. So at least we were able to capture it going above the 20-week, even if right at this very moment we are below it. But it doesn't seem like my connection is that great. So unfortunately, I think we'll have to call it here. Yeah, fast internet's expensive, guys. You have to stack the sats. You guys want me to like get like super high speed internet, but at what cost? At what cost? All right, well, we need time, right? I mean, even if we go to 45K, we need to close the week above it, okay? So go to the weekly. We have a weekly close coming up in 44 hours. Let's try and close above the 20-week. That would be ideal, right? A close up here, right? That would be ideal. What I think would personally be ideal, if you guys are, like sort of like a really bullish case, right, would just be to keep moving up for a couple weeks, and then in September or something come back down, right, and test it as support, and figure something out like that. I think that would be the most bullish case. You might say, well, wouldn't straight up be more bullish? Well, I mean, technically the prices would go higher, but I think that if we, I feel like if we were to come up and then we were to go down and hold the 20-week, if we were to do that, then I feel like it would make the next run even stronger, right? if we just go up and we kind of don't really test it, I would be a little bit more concerned. So that's why I say I'd like to test it. Obviously, it's not like we have to test anything, but ideally that would be what I would like to see. I mean, this is the same thing we said back over here, that we would like to come out, we would like to come back down, test the 20-week as support, the 21-week EMA, the 20-week SMA before hopefully blasting off. And we got that. We got that test. And it was somewhat scary. So, it's certainly possible that if we break through the 20-week, we go, let's imagine we go to like 49K or 50K or something. And then in a few weeks, maybe we go down and everyone's scared again because we're going down to the 20-week instead of up to the 20-week. Like maybe we're going to be, at very similar prices, but the sentiment will be sad because, that week maybe the price went down. Just remember, if that happens, it's irrelevant. Just hopefully we hold the 20-week and we can go right back up. So we have some work to do. Obviously, the bears and the bulls are fighting at the line, right? They're fighting right now. We haven't really decisively broken it yet. We've had a couple of wicks above it. We need a little bit more time, hopefully. Hopefully we can actually decisively move above it so we're not like right on that line. Because right now we're just sort of towing the line. We're right below it by about 40 or 50 bucks. All right, well, it's pretty late here, so I think I'm gonna get going, but make sure you guys subscribe. If you're not subscribed, give the video a thumbs up. We also do have a Telegram channel, over 45,000 people. If you have not joined and you want to talk with 45,000 of your closest friends, I would encourage you to join. And why don't we wrap it up there? All right, guys, sorry, I'm just reading some of the comments here. Someone says, Ethereum's not at 3K yet. It's at 2972. It's not technically 3K. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Remember to check out the premium list if you want to access the premium content. That'll wrap it up. I'll see you guys tomorrow and we'll talk about, hey, are we guys above it? Are we above the 20-week? Are we below it? What needs to go on here?